I'm NRF Gamer and welcome back to FIFA 13 Career Mode, Leicester Career Mode, Episode 4. And yeah, we have 3 games for you this episode. This is because we've got, obviously, in the Empower Championship there are 24 teams, so we've got a hell of a lot of games to play, 46 in total. That's not even counting the cup games which we have. So I've kind of crammed them in here. I don't want to say because I want to get this season out of the way, because that's not the case at all. But while we're playing really quite average teams, I don't want to drag each game out, so I've got shorter highlights for you guys. I hope that's okay. But the way I see it is, the more episodes we get into, the more games we get into these episodes, the quicker we can hopefully make it into that Premier League, and we'll be playing the real big clubs, the real exciting clubs. And as well as we can get quicker to the transfer windows, hopefully buy more players. So I hope that's alright with you. But here we start off with the game against, I want to say Brighton, I'm not sure, but I think it was Brighton, yeah. And obviously lovely goal there. Chip through ball from Sally straight into the path of Marshall, who we've actually played instead of knockout this game. I think it's just down to fatigue, but what a lovely volley that is. And we went 1-0 up pretty early on. I'm actually sat here watching the US office yet again. It's kind of become a little ritual for me. Just before I start recording, I'll stick it on. I don't know, it calms me down. It soothes the soul. Oh no, another gay comment. Yeah, but just before half time, an equaliser from Bridcourt, I think that is. They were real lucky to get that, and we did go in half time at 1-1, but I thought for the most part we were pretty dominant, and at half time we did make the changes. Vilhena and Sally off for Diet and Drinkwater. Again, I just didn't want my players to get tired. Obviously, we've got a long string of games, run of games, and I wanted all my players pretty much fully fit for each and every one. But the game ended full time, absolutely nothing happened. The game ended 1-1 at full time, absolutely nothing happening in that second half. Marshall getting man of the match. Other results, as you can see there, quite a few draws, so we weren't going to be falling too far behind down the table. But Blackburn again with that win, I think they're top of the league at the moment, and they're really making life difficult for me to catch them at the moment. But we do get an offer here for Tom Hopper. Yeah, Tom Hopper. We counter offer with the 150. See if we could get that little bit extra cash. And Alex Martinez, as you can see there, we quickly go to the Hopper deal though, where they didn't budge. So I just decided to accept because I'm not going to use him, and that money could come in handy. But as I said before, Alex Martinez, we finally get the guy. We've needed this left back for a while now. We accept that contract offer. Well, he accepts that contract offer, and we finally get rid of Paul Konchesky. We bring him the new younger Martinez, and hopefully he will be a good signing for us. There you saw a bit of good and a bit in bad news. What's his name? Big black guy, centre back, comes back from injury. But Hopper, for some reason, couldn't come to terms with the agreement. I can't remember what club offered him, and he's remaining at the club for the time being. But we have a second game here against Derby County. I don't know why I put this in. Yeah, I even messed up penalty. No idea why I put this in. Sorry, guys. But the start of the game, and from what I can remember, we were pretty dominant in this game. Obviously, Sally there, and Alex Martinez making his debut. I don't know why. For some reason in my head, I pictured him black, but that's not a racist comment. I just pictured him black. But yeah, Vilhena, obviously, you can see that I've made him the captain. I know he's 17 years old, but he's really the core of the team. The team goes around him, and he's really at the centre of everything that happens. But William Barbio with that 92 acceleration, 90 sprint speed, and a lovely little finesse shot in the 11th minute. And one of the first finesse shots I think I've ever scored in this game. Obviously on FIFA 12 they were massively overpowered, but I've really struggled to adjust to the new the new mechanics of the finesse shot, and I rarely score them, which is a bit frustrating, but hopefully I'll get used to that. Again here, another really poor attempt with the finesse shot from Drinkwater, but it goes out for a corner, and yeah, at least we want something out of it. but Araujo, the big 6'4", cannons off the crossbar and they clear it. And we went into half time looking pretty strong, no real chances at our end, and we were winning 1-0. Straight from kick-off there, we were putting pressure right back on with Knockhart with a mazy run, and he very, very nearly puts it in, but it just goes wide past that right-hand post. But it wasn't long before we're back on the attack, literally like minutes later. Nugent passes to Sarli, and look at this for a goal. Bang, right off the right-hand post into the goal. Despite it being the near post for the keeper, absolutely no chance of stopping it. Sorry, my little sister's just walked in. Say hi. No, she's not saying hi. She's a bit shy. But what an effort from Sarli, and he's just proven why he's so vital for our team right now. William Barbio, though, literally minutes later, gets a shot off, the keeper saves it, but David Nugent follows it in, and that made it 3-0 to Leicester City, and it was looking like we had assured that win, and I believe that is actually how the game ended, at 3-0. We're about to see here, yeah, 3-0, Sarli, Nugent and Barbio with the goals, and we looked really strong. We had a really strong squad. Derby County, I thought they'd cause a few more problems, but we looked really powerful, and hopefully our form can continue. And Sarli with man of the match there, with, I think it was an assist and a goal. Did he get an assist? I don't know, but he got man of the match. And the other scores there for you, you guys can read them to yourselves, because I don't want to have to rush myself. But I think the next game was a Capital One Cup game. Plays leaving on international due to Kasper Schmeichel for some reason has been called up, despite him being pretty poor. But yeah, this was a Capital One Cup game against Bristol City, who ironically were actually my next game in the Empower Championship as well. But hopefully we could make that second game that little bit more tasty, a little bit more competitive, if we could get that win over them here in the Capital One Cup. Because I have to say, for the most part, this game was pretty damn poor. Really not a lot of highlights to show you. Which again, I'd appreciate if you guys let me know what you think of these short highlights. Would you rather see extended highlights or more games with shorter highlights? Don't be afraid to leave a comment in the comment section. I'd really appreciate it quite a lot. William Barbio, though, he lost the ball out, but wins it straight from the throw-in, but boom, blazes it right past the right-hand post, and we go in 0-0 at half-time. As I said before, a really dull game, so let's hope it picks up in the second half, as we do not want to go to extra time, that's for sure. We really could do with our players staying 100% fit, and I'm sure an extra half an hour will not help towards that. But in the 49th minute here, a cut back from whoever that guy is, and wow, a really, really poor piece of defending from me. As I said in the previous video, my defending is, for the most part, pretty damn shocking. And we nearly get a breakaway here with Knockhart, who just puts it past the post, but more bad news was to follow that. As you saw there, Sarli had an injury. We'll find out at the end of the game just how bad that injury was, but we are forced into making a substitute, and we bring him off for Dyer, as well as Vilhena coming off. No injury there though, do not worry guys. But a really nice through ball. Dyer using his great pace despite him being a bit of an oldie. Squares it to Knockhart, who makes it 1-1. And it looks like we could have got back in this game. Just 10 minutes to go. I desperately didn't want to go to extra time. And luckily for me, I didn't go to extra time. But not for the right reasons, as another really shabby piece of defending. I slide in, I miss a tackle, and in the 85th minute, we end up conceding a goal, and the game actually ended 2-1, which means we're out of the Capital One Cup. A bit gutted, but I guess there are positives to take. It's just less games to play, but I'd much rather be in the Capital One Cup than the FA Cup, because chances of winning the FA Cup or getting anywhere near to how the board wants me to perform in the FA Cup are pretty damn slim. But we have to sort out that injury, and look here, it is a torn hamstring, and he is out for 3 months, which is absolutely gutting. He was our top goal scorer. We're going to have to make do until around that January-February mark without him now. We stick Vilhena in his role in the cam position, and whoever that dude was that we brought on. A really solid centre back though. But as you can see, we are coming to the end of the episode now, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Please do like if so, and join me next time for where, as you can see, we will be having the transfer deadline day. See what I did there?